Okay, how's everybody doing? This is Johnny Burgin, and I'm one of the instructors at the Chicago Blues Network. That was just a little bit of a example of a song that we teach here at Chicago Blues Network called Help Me by Sunwell Williamson. And it's a lot of fun to play, and the lessons go in depth, but I'm going to give a short, quick example lesson that sort of gets to my teaching style. And I like to really concentrate on what the bass line is, where the groove is, and what the chords are. And then when it comes to solos, it's about solos that have a beginning, middle, and end, that have a sense of drama, and that hold your interest as a listener. So let's talk a little bit about the bass line. The bass line is pretty, it's not that hard, and it's a lot like green onions. I also like to look at families of songs that are really similar. If you learn one, you pretty much know the other one. And that really helps link concepts together. So now this is an F, and the notes are F, and then A flat, B flat. Now the trick is to play, if you know those three notes, and then can move them through the chords, like then on the 4 chord and on the 5 chord, which is a C, 4 chords of B flat, and you pretty much got it. But the trick of it is to put a groove into it and to make someone follow it like you're following someone telling you a story. So the one thing I do to get to that is to have a little bit heavier sound on the 2 and the 4, which is where your snare comes down. Especially you can really hear it on green onions. It just pops, you know. So we're gonna all the way through. Then just move your hand up 2 frets on the A and D string. No turnaround. Now we start over. So that's the bass line. And the concept for the chords is the same thing. Now, lots of times in blues, you don't use whole bar chords and strum like this, even though it is an F minor. Instead, you play like the middle of the chord. Same rhythm though, right? And another thing to put some flavor in there is you can accent by sort of tugging. See how my first finger's pushing up a little bit and the strings are just ever so bent? It's not like this. That doesn't sound very atmospheric to me compared to this. That sounds a little bit more atmospheric. Then you go all the way through. So it's about creating mood and atmosphere once you get the ideas and the basics and the chords and the bass lines. Then that gets us to the solos. I'm just going to talk about this very briefly because this is just a little teaser. And I really hope to see you in these little classes that we do. the solos should have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and they should make sense and be related to the chords that you're playing. You don't want to sound like you're going up and down a scale. That's never gotten anybody very excited. But when you're playing in chords, like here's an F minor, here's an F minor, here's an F minor, and here's an F minor. And when you answer this F minor, for example, with this one, and then it goes to the, here's a B minor, here's a B minor, here's a B minor, back to F, and then that's a major over a minor, but that's okay. You can do that in blues if you know what you're doing. So that fits into your 5 chord. That fits into your 4 chord, and that fits into your 1 chord. And that's a good way to start using solos that make sense and don't sound like scales. So have fun. Hope you enjoyed this little sampler, and have fun on your blues journey. Thanks a lot.